When I first heard about robot vacuums that could also mop, I was seriously intrigued. As someone living with a spouse, 6 kids, and a dog, clean floors feel like an impossible dream. Could a little robot really handle our daily chaos?
But here's what I really wanted to know. What's the actual difference between a $100 budget robot and one that costs over $1,000? Is the upgrade really worth it, or are you just paying for fancy features you'll never use? So, over the past 6 months, I bought and tested 7 of the most popular robot vacuum mop combos, covering every price point and multiple brands. I picked robots that had different features but solid reviews, then put them through my real-life chaos. Not some spotless test room, but right here in my messy, lived-in home.
What I discovered was fascinating and way more informative than I expected. Every robot made life a little bit easier, but some were overwhelmed by the mess, while a few completely blew me away, convincing me that the right robot might actually be the ultimate cleaning hack for busy families like mine. All right, let's break these down one by one. I'll be comparing real-world cleaning performance focused on vacuuming efficiency. Do they actually pick up dirt or just spread it around? Mopping effectiveness, can they handle sticky spills and dried on food without leaving streaks? And navigation and automation, do they cover the whole floor or miss a lot? I also tested them in different home environments: vinyl planks, low pile carpet, and high pile rugs. First up, we have the MAMNV Robot Vacuum and Mop. I'll be honest, at first glance, the MAMNV seems like an amazing deal. It vacuums, it mops, and it's one of the cheapest robot vacuums you can buy. But the question is, does it actually clean well? My vacuuming test showed that this little vacuum did pick up visible debris on hard floors, thanks more to its dual spinning side brushes than its vacuum. But on carpet, it really struggled to pull up dirt from fibers. It has fairly weak suction, and it doesn't have a brush, which makes it extra hard to pick up anything resting deeper in carpet fibers. But being brushless gives it one advantage. It doesn't suck up toys and cords and get stuck as much as other vacuums do. The mopping test was also underwhelming. It basically drags a wet cloth without scrubbing motion or pressure. If you've got really sticky spills, forget about it. It left streaks and couldn't remove anything beyond general dust and very light spills. And I had to make sure to remove the mopping section before letting it go on carpet, or I'd get mopped carpet too. But its navigation was the biggest disappointment. It randomly bumps around with no mapping, just some loose cleaning patterns that get messed up every time the robot bumps into anything, including walls. With my large open concept main floor, it missed huge sections while going over the same spots again and again. My verdict: if you live in a small apartment with mostly hard floors and not a lot of traffic, it might be all you need. But if you're looking for real cleaning power, keep watching. There are better options. There are links in the description if you want to check it out. 2. The Roborock Q5 Pro. The Roborock Q5 Pro is one of the most recommended lower-cost robot vacuums, and after testing, I can see why. My vacuuming test revealed this thing actually deep cleans. It picked up almost all debris, even fine dust and pet hair in a single pass, and unlike the MAMNV, it did a great job on both hard floors and carpet. But when it came to mopping, it's better than the MAMNV, but not by much. It has a basic pad system, good for dust control, but definitely not scrubbing. However, while accidentally mopping carpet can still be an issue, you can set it to clean only selected rooms with hard floors and then remove the mopping attachment before you let it do the carpet. But here's where it really shines: navigation. With precise LiDAR mapping, it covers the whole house efficiently, avoiding missed spots. It had excellent navigation, something you don't see in many robots at this price point. My verdict: if you want smart navigation, real vacuuming power, and decent mopping, this is the best lower-cost choice. There are links in the description if you want to check it out. Now we're going to shift into a different class of cleaning robot, as the rest of these all come with an all-in-one station. And I have to tell you, this is a really helpful feature, essentially taking away all the stuff you have to do every time you use a traditional robot vac, like emptying the dust bin, removing and washing the mop pad, and dumping and drying out the water reservoir. And guys, yes, These seem like small jobs, but when you need to vacuum and mop daily and don't have a clean mop pad to switch out or forgot to empty the dustbin and the vacuum suction is compromised, it's a pain. The robots I'm about to show you really took me out of the equation almost entirely. Each of these stations empties the robot's dustbin and dirty water and refills the clean water and/or washes the mop. So my help was only needed once a week or so to refill clean water and empty dirty water in the station, and once every few months to replace the vacuum bag. Which takes us to 3, the Eufy C20. This is one of the lowest cost vacuum mops with an all-in-one station on the market. And for me at least, it was a big upgrade over the Q5. In my vacuuming tests, it did well on hard floors and carpet, but it did occasionally flick some larger debris to the sides and leave some crumbs behind. But my mopping test told a different story. The C20's 2 spinning mops were a massive upgrade over the stationary pad of the previous 2 mops. These mops were capable of handling sticky messes and even some dried-on bits. And the C20 senses carpets and lifts its mops automatically, which means even less that I have to worry about. Sadly, its navigation is a bit of a downgrade from the Q5, since it doesn't have LiDAR and has to do a lot of spinning to find its way around with its side sensors. It also frequently gets stuck on things since it can't really sense smaller objects. However, it is a massive upgrade in navigation from the MAMNV, since it is able to accurately map my home and cover every inch. My verdict? If you want a simple, more budget-friendly vacuum with an all-in-one station and you don't mind making sure your floors are completely obstacle-free before running it, this is a really solid choice. There are links in the description if you want to check it out. 4. The Roborock Qrevo S. The Qrevo S has similar capabilities to Eufy C20, with one big upgrade. In my vacuuming tests, it performed well on thick carpets and hard floors, making it a great all-in-one option. Mopping was pretty similar to the Eufy C20. It has 2 spinning mops that do an excellent job of cleaning up sticky spots. Plus, it also keeps up on its own maintenance with an all-in-one station. And here's the upgrade: navigation. It's got LiDAR and 3D mapping and can avoid most obstacles and navigate much more quickly than the C20, getting the floor clean faster. My verdict? If you want a mid-range, low-maintenance robot that actually deep cleans and avoids obstacles, this is a great choice. There are links in the description if you want to check it out. Which brings us to 5, the Ecovacs Deebot T30 S. The T30 S takes all the best qualities of the previous vacuums, adds a major upgrade, and combines it all to make one extremely effective vacuum and mop. In my vacuuming test, it proved to be very effective. It rarely misses anything, even crumbs that sometimes got past the C20 and Qrevo S. But the mopping test is where it really shines. The T30 S takes the spinning mops of the C20 and Qrevo S to the next level by adding an extendable arm to the mop, allowing it to hug the edges and cover the half-inch none of the other mops on my list, even the premium ones, can reach. The result is a very clean floor, all the way to the edges. It also has very precise navigation and is great at avoiding obstacles and cleaning the entire floor in every room. My verdict? This robot is truly fantastic. Full stop. It's for everyone. If it's in your budget, this is my full, unreserved endorsement. I love this vacuum. There are links in the description if you want to check it out. 6. The Shark PowerDetect NeverTouch Pro. The NeverTouch Pro's biggest strength is its ability to get itself out of tough situations. Even with the best navigation, every robot gets stuck sometimes. But the Shark gets stuck way less. In fact, in the 3 months I've been running it, it's only had one time that I had to assist it in getting untangled. My vacuuming test confirmed what you probably already assumed. It has exactly the stellar vacuum you'd expect from a Shark, working very well on both carpets and hard floors. But the mopping test uncovered a massive disappointment. The Shark has a mop that's basically stationary, like the MAMNV and Q5, though it's on a plate that moves back and forth a little bit, which means it just doesn't come close to the last 3 robots when it comes to effective mopping. The Shark's navigation was decent, but not as precise as the Roborock or as user-friendly as the Eufy. It can still miss small areas, and the app is very basic and doesn't allow for almost any customization. My verdict? I actually don't like this one at all, especially for the price. But if you want a great vacuum that you very rarely have to untangle and you're okay with a less effective mop and subpar app, this one's for you. There are links in the description if you want to check it out. 7. The Eufy S1. This is beautifully designed, and it might just be better than even my beloved T30 S for one big reason. In the vacuuming test, it proved it's top tier. It vacuums beautifully, never leaving a crumb on the floor, and picking up everything thanks to its 2 side brushes that bring debris to the center, so its very strong vacuum can pick up everything else. It also does a great job on my medium pile carpets, and bonus, it's quite a bit shorter than the last 3 vacuums, which means it can go under low-profile furniture and clean really thoroughly there as well. But it's my mopping test where it really shines. Even with heavily soiled floors, I'm talking sticky mess, covered in muddy dog prints, covered in leaves and crumbs, it kills. It has a roller mop, which is something we're just starting to see in robot vacuums, and an onboard water reservoir for both dirty and clean water, which allows it to continuously wash the mop, so it's a fresh mop every rotation, which means it never spreads mess around. It leaves the floor with a beautiful, even, spot-free finish that I don't think I've ever achieved mopping by hand. Its navigation is also top-notch with AI obstacle detection, which makes it an excellent choice for cluttered homes like mine. It can avoid just about everything, and Eufy's app is my favorite for customization. My verdict? It's a stellar vacuum and mop that is truly a great investment if you've got a bigger budget. There are links in the description if you want to check it out. So here are my winners. If you want a robot vacuum and mop at a rock bottom price, you probably won't find a better deal than the MAMNV. If you're looking for a good robot vacuum that can do an okay job of mopping still at a lower price point, the Roborock Q5 is a solid choice. If you want a robot that vacuums and mops really well and comes with an all-in-one station and still won't break the bank, the Eufy C20 is the one that handled my home best. Keeping in mind, you'll have to keep your floors really picked up. If you want the cleanest finish, the Eufy S1 is where it's at. Between its 2 side brushes, its continuously washing roller mop, and its low-profile design capable of getting places where other vacuums can't, it's just a winner all around. When I've had big messes these past few months, this is the machine I've gravitated to. But my favorite all-around vacuum and mop is the Ecovacs Deebot T30 S. I just love this machine. It's not the most flashy or the most expensive, but it handles my messy home beautifully. And its edge mopping is a fantastic feature that really takes the clean to the next level. There are links in the description if you want to check out any of these vacuums. Which one would you buy? Let me know in the comments. And like and subscribe for more smart home product reviews and comparisons.